Hello there, my stamping friends. It's Jackie Bolhuis from Klompen Stampers. Today, we're going to go a little nuts about squirrels. Do you guys like squirrels? You know what? Sometimes they can be a nuisance, but I love watching them and how they run and chase and go up the trees, and they're just put a smile on your face. And I love that they can be red or gray or brown or all different colors. Now, depending where you go in the country, they're different colors, but I think we can all relate to squirrels. This stamp set just kind of put the fun back into card making for me. I was kind of in this, I don't know, a slump. I felt like everything was pretty and flowers and this and that. And then I pulled this out and I had so much fun creating with all the different parts and pieces. It's a two-step stamp, which is what Stampin' Up! Calls it, where two stamps make an image, but really it's a lot more than that. There's a whole bunch of images that put together on this one. I like to call it kind of a parts and pieces stamp set. So what I'm going to share with you today is how to put these parts and pieces together to make some super fun cards. Now, whether they're for kids or birthdays or get well, they can be used for anything. There's a few great greetings in here, but you could pull out any greeting set to go with it depending on what you need. I think the fun is in stamping with the squirrels. Okay, I think we need to get stamping, but quick, before I do, if you're brand new to watching me, thank you. I'm glad you found my videos. I hope you find them inspiring and realize that I am all about making quick and easy cards. Make sure to subscribe and check out my website. Over there I have a lot of resources, especially for new stampers. There's a whole section where to get started and some of those essential things to get started with card making. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I am here to help you with all your stamping needs. Leave me a comment, send me an email, and I'll get back to you. Now, also, if you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you'd like a catalog, you can find the request button over on my website as well. I'd be happy to send you a catalog. Alrighty, I think it's time to get to work with these fun squirrels. Let's flip the camera down and let's get stamping. Like I said, there's lots of parts and pieces to this one. And if you could see my table here, I have stamps everywhere and several different ink pads because I want to just show you different ways to put all the parts and pieces together to make some super cute cards. So let's set that aside. Now I have some cardstock here that I believe is 4.5 by 3. Basic white. I have 3 different pieces. We're going to kind of stamp the fronts. Ooh, we smudged that one. Must have ink on my fingers. That's why we have 2 sides to every piece. But I'm going to show you how to kind of put them together in different, we'll call them scenes, just different ways to put these together. And then I'll show you my finished cards. I had so much fun. I could sit and make these adorable little squirrels all day long. So we're going to go ahead and start by taking our branch. Now you'll notice it's a pretty small branch. You know, it doesn't make like a whole tree, so to speak. So if you want it to be a little bit bigger, like I did on some of mine, what I did is we're just going to kind of call it building a tree. See how I just kind of put them together? I love that you can just overlap them. There's really no right or wrong way on that. So we're using early espresso for our tree. Now let's go ahead and bring in one of our squirrels. Now he's a 2-step guy. So that means we can outline them and we can color them in with a different stamp. So I like to start, and especially with this one, I think the outline works best to start with that one. So we're going to go ahead and stamp him on black, and I want him just to look like he's on our tree. So there he is sitting. So let's set the black aside, and then we're going to color him in with cinnamon cider. Now you could, like I said, he could be gray, brown, black. The squirrels come in all different colors these days. So we're going to go ahead, ink that up with that cinnamon cider. I need to kind of put my head over. Hopefully I'm not getting in the way. When I do this on my own with no video, my head is straight above it to see where I'm going. Oh, look at that. I think I did pretty good. So there, doesn't that just bring him to life? Now, look at the little acorn here. We need to color him in as well. So there's 2 stamps for that. And for the top, I'm going to use that same early espresso, but stamp it on scrap paper first so it's a little bit lighter. And then the bottom part of the acorn, I have, what do we have? Crumb cake. And we're going to go ahead and stick that right on top as well. So now our little squirrel is holding our acorn. next, let's fill in our tree with some leaves. So 2 different pieces to our leaves. Now we're going to use garden green with this. Now when I stamp these, I like to stamp it once and then kind of turn it a little bit and stamp it twice. Just get some different shades of those leaves going in there. I think it adds a lot of dimension, just kind of helps fill it in nicely. Let's see, there's only room for one. Let's see, how much more room do we have here? Let's kind of sneak a couple in there. Maybe one more down there. There we go. Let's call it good. We could go on forever. You know what? Nope. Sorry. I feel like we need one right up there as well. Okay, let's call that good. Bring back early espresso. And then there's the part that goes on top of those leaves. Now, when I did this one, I actually just did those dark leaves. I suppose you could do the lighter leaves as well. What I would do is stamp off on those, or, you know, do a dark and then switch it and do the light. But I kind of like the look of just doing those darker ones. It didn't get quite too messy. I felt like there was just too much going on when I filled the other ones in. There we go. He is ready to add a greeting onto it. So before we do that, let's set it aside, and I want to just show you one of the other squirrels, because there's 2 different squirrels in here and I think they're both so stinking cute. So we're going to turn our cardstock this way, and once again, let's start out with building our tree. So let's go this way, and then I think, oh, how should we do that? Oh, you know what? Yeah, this will work. You know, I'm kind of, you know, I think he's up too high, to be honest. I'm kind of creating on the fly here. So let's come down lower, that, because we need room for our squirrel. So let's grab the other one. And again, we're going to start out by stamping him in black. Him. Is it a him or is it a her? I don't know. So there it is. Now this time, because I want it to be a little bit different shade, because we're going to put 2 squirrels on here, we're going to ink up with that cinnamon cider again, stamp it on scrap paper, and then come on here and line it up. And now it's just a little bit lighter of a color, because for this card, we're going to put both these guys. Oh, wrong one. Let's see. Where is our first one? There we go. We're going to put both of the squirrels on here. So let's stamp this one. So now he's bringing the acorn. So we'll call that our her. Look at those eyes. That's got to be a her. And then we'll call him our him. Does that make sense? I don't know. Told you, I'm nuts over these squirrels. They're just so stinking cute. Okay, so for him, we're coming full strength on that cinnamon cider. So that's a great way just to get more use out of your ink pads. Because you can, you know, mix and match your colors a little bit with different shades. So let's fill in that acorn that he's bringing to his girlfriend up there. And there we go. Let's see. We need some leaves. She's up on that tree. You know, actually, now we could pull out some fall colors. Wouldn't these leaves be pretty? What if we did these like in red or yellows? But I've only got green here right now, so let's stick with that. Oops, I told you I have so many parts and pieces here, so many pads, so many different stamps. You'll notice I keep grabbing all these different stamps. I do have a lot of blocks. I find it's easier that when I'm creating, I like to just put my whole stamp set all on blocks, then they're all here. So that might be a little tip for you that, you know, sometimes when you got a little bit extra to spend, grab yourself a few extra blocks of those sizes you use all the time. It just makes it easier than that constant taking them on and off. So, okay, there's that guy. Okay, please tell me you think these are as cute as I think they are. They just put a smile on my face. So next, rather than going ahead and finishing the cards here, I'm going to just pull in the cards that I finished already so you can see what you can all do with those pieces. Now, I only use the greetings that were in this stamp set, but you could certainly add anything else. And for all my greetings, I just did them on scrap paper and then trimmed them out to size just to have a little bit of a pop. I layered my piece onto garden green and then onto one of our note cards and envelopes. I love the note cards and envelopes. You see me use those a lot. That way you just build your layers and add it on and you're good to go. Now, don't forget the inside. So all of these cards, I also stamped the inside. And then my motto, no naked envelopes. So you want to always make sure you stamp an envelope to go with it. So there is the finished one for the one I showed you. Now the other one that I stamped, you can see how I put this together. Nuts about you. Remember, we got the girlfriend and boyfriend thing going on with this one. And then on the inside again, just bringing in that tree branch just to kind of coordinate it to the front, and happy birthday. And then I have one other one with our little lady squirrel all by herself. Hope you're feeling bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. So that'd be a great one just for a card of encouragement or someone that's struggling or get well. And then just hey there on the inside. So there you go. 3 different layouts using these guys. All the same products. Don't need a lot of products. A few ink pads and that stamp set. And then you can go ahead and just play with these squirrels because they're so cute. So I hope they put a smile on your face today and just show you how fun card making can be when you've got some fun stamp sets like Nuts About Squirrels. So any questions, make sure to reach out to me. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Are they cute? Do they make you smile? I sure hope so. So I look forward to sharing more stamping ideas with you real soon. And again, if you have any questions, let me know. And again, you can hop over to my website, and over there, you can request a catalog or place an order. And I will also have pictures of these over there for you, as well as the complete list of supplies and colors I use, as well as the cutting dimensions for all 3 of my cards. So check that out, and hopefully it's helpful for you. I'll talk to you again real soon. Have a stamp happy day.